Hello, I am wearing a black shirt yet again, but that's not the point. I am participating in the Reading Rush 2019, which is previously Booktubeathon. Basically, it's a readathon for 7 days where we read prompts and just, read. I am not really the person to explain this readathon, so I will link the creators down below and the original video and also the Readathon's channel itself. I'll link them all down below. So if you want to participate in this, just check them out. I am starting college next month. I only have 2 weeks left for vacation before I enter stress. I think this readathon is the perfect thing for me to end my vacation. My TBR for this readathon would be moody, and by moody I mean it kind of changes. I cannot stick to TBRs. I am a mood reader. If you force me to read something and I am forced or pressured to stick with a list, I would not have the energy to read, or I would not enjoy the book at all. By moody TBR I mean I would have backups for my books. That makes sense, but it probably does not, so let's just go through the books already. Read a book with purple on the cover, and for that, I picked Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, which I actually don't know what is about because there's no synopsis at the back. As you can see, it's purple, so it's valid. Brandon Sanderson's name is actually positive in the book community. I've heard people give him a lot of positive feedback. I've also read a Brandon Sanderson book, actually 2 books already from him. They were okay, so I hope that I'm gonna enjoy this. But since I told you this is a moody TBR, I have a backup. If ever I don't feel like picking this up, I would just go and pick up something from my Kindle, which is Unearthly by Cynthia Hand, which you would see later on as well in this list. Read a book at the same spot in the entire time. This would only be possible if I could read something on my phone and I'm lying on my bed. I just can't stay in one place when I read. Like, I cook popcorn, I read, I eat, I read, and I just basically read everywhere. I think the best book for this would be a manga, and I chose Kami-sama Kiss to prove my point that this is indeed a very moody TBR. Right after I filmed the video, I realized that I do not want or do not have any intention of picking up Kami-sama Kiss. So I am switching it up and changing it to Fushigi Yugi. I'm not sure what volume, but just Fushigi Yugi. So, okay, we'll go back to the original video now. But another backup, if ever I do not read this or I do not pick this up, I will read Sailor Moon instead, which you will see in this video later on. Read a book you meant to read last year. Flipped. I actually have annual rereads of Flip because this, if you don't know, is my favorite book of all time. I haven't got the chance to reread it last year. I was in a big slump. I swear it was probably in my school bag for 3 months and I didn't even pick it up. I'm really sorry, baby. And of course, if I don't have the energy to pick it up, I would have a backup. Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan, which will appear again. Read an author's first book. I picked Sailor Moon, which I already mentioned a while ago, and Sailor Moon is actually for this prompt, but it could also fit into the other prompt I mentioned earlier. Sailor Moon is basically the anime that I grew up with when I was a little kid. I just really want to read the original story. I actually don't know who the author is, but I do know that this is her first book, so valid. Read a book with a non-human main character. Unearthly by Cynthia Hand, which I mentioned beforehand. Unearthly is for this prompt, but if ever, it can also go fit into the other prompt. I don't know what it's about, but I do know it involves angels. Angel is not human, and I believe the girl is like half angel and her love interest, I don't know her, but I do believe that a main character is an angel or a part angel or something. So pick a book that has 5 or more words in the title. I Believe in a Thing Called Love by Maureen Gu. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 words. This is basically a book about a girl who loves K-dramas, I suppose. I actually don't know, but I love K-dramas. I am definitely for sure gonna pick this up because I have been dying to pick this up. And I thought to myself that I should reserve this for the readathon. So read and watch a book to movie adaptation. And that is, without a doubt, Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan. I watched the movie and it was so amazing. I loved the movie so much and I just can't wait to get my hands on the book. I was planning to read it on ebook last year. That's why it could fit into the other prompts as well. But I decided that I want to annotate it, so I had to wait for a paperback. And then I went to a book sale and I saw this for like $4 only, so I had to get it. And it has the movie poster, and honestly, I would just take any excuse to rewatch Crazy Rich Asians again. Basically, those are the books that I'm going to read for the reading rush. This is my first time participating in a readathon, so I really hope that I finish all the prompts and not resort to any of my backups and probably just stick to my TBR. Let's just hope that that happens. I have nothing else to say, so bye guys, have a great day.